Over 1,000 years ago, while Europe was engulfed in the darkness of the Middle Ages, the city of Basra shone with one mind. A mind that refused to see the world as others did. A man who dared challenge everything people believed about vision and light. A man who was not afraid to tell the world, "You were wrong, and science is the only path to truth." That man was Al Haytham, Ibn al Haytham. He was born in a time when explaining natural phenomena relied on superstition or the authority of ancient philosophers. But from a young age, he was unlike anyone else. While children played in the streets of Basra, he chased light, trying to understand why it changed its form, how it traveled, and how it reached the eye. As Ibn al Haytham grew, so did his questions no one else could answer. Eventually, he decided to answer them himself. When he moved to Cairo during the reign of Caliph al-Hakim, he was given an impossible task: to control the flooding of the Nile. But Ibn al Haytham realized the project was too complex for the technology of the time. And he spoke the truth. The Caliph became angry, and Ibn al Haytham was placed under house arrest. Yet, this was the moment that changed the course of science forever. Instead of wasting his time, Ibn al Haytham used his confinement to begin the greatest intellectual project of his era, the Book of Optics, a work that shook the world. Inside a small room, with only a single ray of light, he started a revolution. He experimented, measured, observed, and recorded. He was the first to establish the scientific method in its truest sense. Hypothesis gives experiment, gives observation, gives conclusion. No one believed that light enters the eye. They thought the eye emitted rays toward objects. But Ibn al Haytham said, no. He built a completely dark room to prove that light travels in straight lines, and that images form inside the eye, not outside it. With this, he laid the foundation for what would one day become the camera. The world changed, and no one realized it all began in the cell of an Arab scholar. Years passed, and the Book of Optics spread across East and West. It was translated into Latin and studied by European scientists for centuries. Some even said, without Ibn al Haytham, the science of optics would have been delayed by hundreds of years. He left behind over 200 books and ideas that became the spark of an enduring scientific revolution. Ibn al Haytham was not just a scholar. He proved that darkness is not a force, but the absence of knowledge, and that light does not just defeat darkness, it reveals it. In the end. In a time when people waited for light from the heavens, one man decided to create it himself. This is Ibn al Haytham, the man who conquered darkness with science,